Namaste children. This video is regarding continuation of chapter number 4, that is networking. In this, let us see about cloud computing. So before seeing this, let me give one real world example. Okay. So assume that your teacher has given one project. Your teacher is asking you to do one project in laptop or in a computer. But you don't have computer or laptop or tab or mobile. So what you will do? Either you will borrow from your friend or you will hire it. Okay, so immediately you will not purchase it. Okay, this is for a simple example. Whereas assume that you're going to do a project. So you're going to do a project for multiple clients. So for that, what you have to do, you have to purchase multiple computers, you have to purchase multiple hardware devices, you have to purchase the software, you have to get the license. So many factors are there. So in order to avoid that, what you can do, in order to save the cost, what you can do, you can hire it. So for that, you can approach cloud services. Who will provide this cloud services? Like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they provide this cloud services. So what they will provide is, in the cloud services, they will provide virtual software, virtual machine, virtual resources, virtual platform. So you can hire it. That's why I wrote pay for what you use. So when you are using cloud computing, say for example, pay for what you use. So this Amazon, Google and Microsoft, they provide the cloud services. They provide virtual softwares, virtual machines, virtual resources, platforms. So you can pay and you can use it. Okay. Say for example, in Facebook also, if you are posting something, it will not be saved in your hard disk. Okay, so Facebook also uses cloud computing. So whatever you are posting, it will be saved in a cloud server. Even in Gmail also, when you are sending a mail, so all those things will not be saved in your hard disk. It will be saved in a cloud server. Even when you are doing online banking also, so all that information will be saved in a cloud server. Okay, fine. So this is the advantage of using cloud computing. We can pay for what we are using. Virtually we can make use of software. Virtually we can work with the hardware devices. Virtually we can work in the machines. So let us see about private cloud, public cloud and hybrid cloud. What is a private cloud, children? Private cloud in the sense that is the single organization can purchase their own virtual software, virtual resources, virtual operating system and platform. They have to look over. They will own their own virtual software platform. They have to look after that. And in order to maintain the secrecy, we can use this private cloud. So if you want to maintain any sensitive information, you can go for this private cloud. Whereas public cloud, I can say the example of Facebook. So if you're posting something, you can have the control whether the post should be a public or private. Okay, say for example, advertisement or any information if you want to share publicly, you can go for public cloud. Even in public cloud, multiple users also can make use of virtual machines, virtual operating system, virtual software. Hybrid, that is private plus public, that is hybrid. If you want to maintain any sensitive information, you can go for private. If you want publicly, if you want to view some information, you can go for public. Say for example, advertisement. Okay, so what is cloud computing? Pay for what you use, means it will provide the virtual software, virtual platform, virtual machines. Okay children, so I hope you all understood about cloud computing. So in this chapter, you have learned about network, types of network, transmission medium. In the transmission medium also I have explained about guided, that is wired medium, and unguided medium, that is wireless medium. Also I have explained about the content technology and cloud computing. Hope you all understood. If you have any doubts, you can approach me in WhatsApp so that I will clarify your doubts. Thank you children.